Right, we have Edmund Ebiware joining us now to share his experience about the 2010 bombing and subsequent pardon by the Council of State. Good morning, Edmund. Good to have you join us on the morning show today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I really appreciate you. Thank you for giving me this time.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I can see that you are fully decked in the proud Ijaw Nation attire, which, in the clip that we played, you attested to the fact that the Ijaw Nation stood behind you and that you are forever proud of that part of the country. But take us back. Take us back to 14 years ago when all this happened. The details as to how it happened, your role there, and what eventually took you to prison. I know that the better story will be the fact that you have moved from what happened to an advocate for peace. But then you will have some recollections of that terrible time, shall I say, and what was the whole point of the attacks on the nation's capital, on Nigeria, as at that time.
Yeah, thank you. This is a dream come true. While I was incarcerated in solitary confinement, I thought of this day, I dreamt of this day, and I want to thank the Rise TV, especially George Ovieteme, my brother, made this possible. Going back to the past, a reflection of the past, let me say I'm Edmund Ebiware Opori, a peace advocate, Niger Delta, graduate of philosophy. I'm married with 2 kids. See, I've sacrificed, I contributed my part immensely to the success of the amnesty program we are enjoying in this country today. I sacrificed, passed through difficult times trying to sensitize the militants. Finally, we succeeded. I and my team, we succeeded. That was what I was doing before the unfortunate incident of the bombing happened. And that incident, unfortunately, they got me involved. They framed me up into a matter I know nothing about. I wasted 14 productive years of my life. And the time I think about these things, if you believe in Joseph's story, just believe that this is Joseph's story you are hearing now. This is Joseph's story. I was charged for accessory to treason. Accessory to treason. I was jailed. I was first and foremost, I was kept in the solitary confinement underground DSS facility. Bare floor. I was tortured. Electric chair. I was tortured, guns on my head. So many things happened. I was brutally tortured. I was taken to the prison in Kuje. They kept me in solitary, no visit. I was there, I slept on bare floor. That led to the death of one of Bukus. I was kept there. I suffered so much. Straight 5 years, I was sleeping on bare floor. No visit. Where they call bomb blast, that was where they kept me and others. Then I was jailed without an evidence that I knew about plans. I had prior knowledge about plans to bomb, and I did not report to the government. First and foremost, I was given 3-count charge. These charges that I heard about plans by some persons to carry out that action, I did not report to the security agency. I did not report second count charge. I did not report to Mr. President himself. The third, I did not report to the police, DSS, and all the rest. 3-count charges. Then, consequently, I was taken. They gave me a life sentence, January 25, 2013. I was sentenced. Now, they took me back to Kuje prison, locked me up, chains. I spent 2 years on chains. That is something that rarely happens. So it was difficult. I couldn't even access my family. From there, I spent 8 years in Kuje prison. For 8 years, they now transferred me far Sokoto prison, where they called a punishment prison. They told me it's a punishment prison. They punished me in Sokoto prison, deprived me of so many things. It was difficult for my family to visit me. At a point, my wife was coming and she was kidnapped on the way. I faced all traumatic times in Sokoto prison for 2 years. Another 2 years again, but that pace, the governor of Sokoto State then, His Excellency Tambuwal, Waziri Tambuwal, made efforts to get me released through the COVID openings. The COVID openings, they released so many people to decongest the prisons. Honorable Bolos in Damawe, supposed to be my elder brother, he worked with him. They tried to see that I'm freed, but unfortunately, even though my name was listed for the freedom that 2020, by 2020, they whisked me. The freedom was supposed to come on Monday. They whisked me out. On Saturday, straight, 4 a.m. in the morning, they whisked me out to Katsina prison. Just imagine the trauma of a family, children that are expecting their father. While I was jailed for accessory to treason, on the 25th of January, while I was jailed, later the same trial judge, Justice Kolawole, on July 2017, he quashed that same treason charge. They said I'm an accessory to that treason. He later quashed that charge. Now, what does it tells you? That means there was no treason. That the president was not around that premises when the incident happened.
Sorry, Mr. Edmund. Yeah. Yes, I'm really sorry for everything that you've described. Your experiences, they sound very harrowing. However, it is treason to bomb. It doesn't matter if the president was around in a premises or not. It is a treasonable offense to put terror out into the society. 12 innocent people did lose their lives. So that a terror act is treasonous. It's treasonous to not just the country, but the citizenry itself. Treason does not only apply to a president.
Yes.
So I just wanted to correct that.
But no, we're talking about...
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. We are talking about what transpired in the court. The same trial judge that sentenced me as an accessory to treason, said there was no treason because they could not establish that treason. So how will I be an accessory to nothing? I was kept in the prison. They quashed the treason charge placed on some persons. They now freed them of that charge. But they have already jailed me as an accessory to that treason. How does it make up? So you can see there's a kind of gang up. They just specifically want me to be deaf. Like how? Everybody should just use their elementary senses to check it. It is very easy for you to understand. An accessory to a treason. And that treason, they say they could not establish the treason. They quashed that treason charge 2017. Meanwhile, they have already jailed me as an accessory to a treason that never was.
All right, so, okay.
It's left for the public.
Well, okay, you are out and you're a free man. It's been, 8 months since you've been released, and, you had been convicted for a life sentence. I want you to talk us through your time in prison. You know, even given the reports, the recent reports that we are seeing and allegations about inmates, you know, being able to secure VIP sections of the prison or even apartments close to prison. I know that you spent your time or more recent time at the Kaduna Correctional Center. And I'm talking about the report. I mean, just recently we saw the popular cross-dresser, Bob Risky, being accused of having spent time at an apartment, you know, close to the prison. Talk us through your time in prison, whether or not you witnessed that sort of, you know, incident. Walk us through your time in prison.
Yes. Yes, anything about the prison, as a prisoner then, yes, I can understand all those things. VIP is always there. I was kept in the VIP throughout. Only Sokoto prison, it was only Sokoto prison I stayed with every other person.
Did you have to pay for
that? I was
that?
kept in VIP prison throughout. No, not necessarily. Mm-hmm. It is not official. If you want to say, yes, thank you for keeping me there, you can give anything you have, you can give. It happens that way. They are human beings, you have to appreciate. Yeah, I'm at the VIP. No, man, I love what you did for me. You know, it happens, but it is not official. Okay. Under the prison,
there,
it's not official.
You were chained for 2 years. So were you chained for 2 years in the VIP area?
Yeah. No, where I was in Kuje was not VIP. It was where they kept terrorists. All Boko Haram inmates were there with me. So they chained us. No, to them, it's a security ploy. I don't know, but they chained us, yeah.
I just want to also ask a question, just very quickly, because you've said that multiple people have come to your aid. You were in the VIP section. You said even a former governor tried to help you secure your release, and you were able to get, you know, amnesty. You were able to get a pardon, and a pardon that included over 100 people, 2 of them also being former governors. What relationships did you have prior to your arrest that allowed for so many powerful people to come to your aid? And is that the typical experience of Nigerians in our correctional services?
See, let me go back. You know, one thing, you know, when I was arrested, I was the one that made them, maybe because I was arrested, they now involve late chief, may so rest in perfect peace, late chief Raymond Dokpesi into the matter. You know, I was into politics. We were working together. So, you see, because I stood my integrity, I refused to be lured. I refused to drag people like that into this issue. One, I'm innocent. Then why will I now drag somebody that is innocent into it? So some persons admire that courage. They knew about this. Most Nigerians, they knew what happened. So already my case was at the front burner of political bigwigs.
All right.
So it was easy.
All right, Edmund, 2 questions.
And sorry to say.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Go on, land on your thought, yes. Go on.
Yeah, yes. At a point, kudos goes to Jojo Vieteme. He is an investigative journalist. He investigated somebody that stood up for me, architect Miabi Bribina. They came to my aid by protesting with my family peacefully, asking the government to review my case. So it now came, to the public. So it attracted interest groups. Interested people were interested. On social media, my wife was there on social media. So the interest group were enormous. It was just there for me.
Okay.
That's the grace of God.
All right, that's cool. All right, just 2 questions quickly before we begin to round up. First part is to again establish, the sort of encounters that you had, in prison, particularly when you talk about the VIP section. Where was that? What was the VIP component of it? Better beds, bed sheets, AC, food from home. What were they? And then secondly will be, you've been out for 8 months. as a peace advocate. How has life treated you in the last 8 months in readjusting to a proper society, and how will you proceed going forward? Is it as a peace advocate, or are you returning to politics?
Okay, first and foremost, the VIP, now you have a phone. We are enjoying outside though. If you see this VIP you are talking about, it's not what you are thinking of. It's just an ordinary phone there, and it's a good thing. Out there, you are a champion when you are on the phone on your own. This student phone, you understand? Then the VIP, you have a fan. These are things you buy on your own. So it depends on how you want to keep yourself comfortable, but there are things they prohibit you cannot get, no matter how. That VIP. That's the VIP. It is within the confines of the prison, not outside. Within the confines of the prison, you will be seeing other cells facing you, but you are there. VIP, that's it. It happens everywhere. Governors came, many governors, I don't need to start mentioning names. Many people you've been hearing, you know, they came, we were all in the VIP, yeah.
All right.
Then the aspects about my coming out, you know, all what I worked for, I lost everything, you know, trying to get myself out of prison. I lost so much. As I came out, I had goodwill from some persons, you know, that took me in, my family. You know, I worked for this amnesty to come to pass, and people are enjoying it. And I believe because of that, some persons saw reasons why they have to assist me. You know, so I've been having assistance from them. That's it. And the way forward, I'm an activist. As an activist, there are 3 things you face: death, exile, imprisonment. And I faced imprisonment. It's my own part. And I've forgiven all those that took part in my imprisonment, because I want peace in Niger Delta. And as I came out, I saw something. We have the amnesty program is in place, and the people there, it's like this, let me use this idiom, round peg inside a round hole. You know, that amnesty program is in progress, and what we have there, the leadership we have there, is the best that has ever happened. So I believe things will get better with time. And the other way around, when we were talking about oil theft and all the rest, the best thing that happened to Niger Delta is giving out contracts, surveillance contract to our indigenes of Niger Delta. Like, for instance, the one I know, the Tantita, they are doing a normal job. And I will say the government should increase funding to engage more youths to work. You know, when they are not idle, the oil production will increase. People will start working. People will be engaged. And let Niger Delta, we have businessmen. Let them be involved in the oil and gas industry. More of Niger Deltas. It will help us. Let them don't be outsiders to their property, to their what is coming out from their place. These are the things. And let me tell you something. Anyone that is trying to sabotage this amnesty program you are hearing, it is because they are not getting things the way they were getting. Those people are the people that are sabotaging the system.
Well, all right.
You can see that it is proven. They want to sabotage the system, yeah.
Well, all right.
And let us not allow it. The government should not allow it. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ebiware, for joining us on the morning show.